Hi everyone, I am Rebecca from ChemKnits and I'm here today with my friends from AllFreeKnitting.com to show you how to prepare silk hankies for spinning. Now I'm really just a novice spinner. It's something that I've started really recently, but when I learned about silk hankies I got excited because I thought it would be, and it turned out to be, a great way to practice drafting, which is pulling the fibers apart, which you need to do for spinning. And also, since the silk fibers are really long, and actually I was able to spin up this very thin yarn right here, possibly even lace weight, which is the first time I've been able to do that. And so this is all of this on my drop spindle right now is from a single hanky. And so I guess what these hankies are made from taking the silk from cocoons and stretching them out and drying them. And so then you can actually, there's many individual layers. You can see I'm pulling here and there's many layers in this bit and in this bit. So to start, you try to get an individual layer. So you see I'm just kind of peeling the edge off right here. And you can see that what I have is this layer that is light as a cobweb and delicate, and well, with silk you can see that it's catching to my fingers a little bit. Alright, now how, would you ask, and I'm sure you want to know, do you prepare this to start spinning? Well, it's very simple. You find the center of this layer and pinch and pull until you have a hole in the middle. Oh, I'll move my other hankies so you can see a bit better. And then you keep pulling until you have a nice loop. Now, one thing that I've recently learned from other people on Ravelry is that some people will actually draft this, which we'll start in a second, and then knit without having it spun. So this is something that if you're interested in playing around with these silk hankies, you can absolutely play around with without needing to spin at all. But then to draft, start with your hands close together, or well, not that close together, but then you just pull. Let's see, I'll get closer to the table. And I'm kind of moving around this loop. I'm going for the places that are thick to get to a thinness that is fairly consistent. So more consistently you draft, the more consistent yarn you'll get. And you know, I mentioned that I'm a novice spinner, which means that I can't really draft as I spin. So pre-drafting, which is what we're doing right here, which is the art of, you know, drafting before you start spinning, is right along my cup of tea. So let's see. Let's kind of bring this all in. Eek, I'm stuck. So there we go. I've taken one layer of a silk hanky and I have pre-drafted it. So now it would be ready for me to spin. Now I'm not a good enough spinner to actually show you how to spin it, but the last thing I'll say is that when you're ready to start, you know, you've got a loop, you just pull until two of the ends separate. And there you go. And the fibers are like fluffy enough that if you broke it in more than one place, laying the fibers over each other with knitting, if you just overlap them a bit and knit, then you would be just fine. So once again, I am Rebecca from ChemKnits, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to draft a silk hanky for spinning or knitting, which was brought to you by AllFreeKnitting.com.